Hello, my friends. Mr. Mike here, and today we're going to cover the Walt Disney's classic story of Mary Poppins. Let's begin. It was morning on Cherry Tree Lane. Admiral Boom had he shot off his morning cannon to give the day a proper start. Miss Lark is in the biggest house on the lane, had sent her dog Andrew out for his morning stroll. I guess that's Andrew. I guess that's Miss Lark. Guess they didn't show a picture of the cannon guy, did they? But in the nursery at number 17 Cherry Tree Lane, Jane and Michael Banks were still in bed. Up, up, said Mary Poppins, their nanny pulling back the blankets with a firm hand. We'll have no lounging about on the supercalifragilistic day. Oh, I love that word. What? Mary Poppins asked Michael. Is a pretty big word, isn't it? Supercalifragilistic, of course. And if you can't think of a word that just what you want to say, try supercalifragilistic, and that just describes today. I got Jane and Michael up and dressed, and breakfast in record time. Supercalifragilistic, saying Jane and Michael as they marched along the lane. They almost bumped into. Oh, look at that cool little toy box he's got. Some crayons. Check out the horn. He's got a ball. Mary Poppins, when she stopped to speak to Audrey, Miss Lark's little dog. Yip, 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 said Andrew. Yes, of course, said Mary Poppins. I'll go straight away, and thank you so very much. Yep, said Andrew. Then taking Jane and Michael by the hand, Mary Poppins. Yep, yep. Started off the way Andrew had come. What did he say? Asked Jane. There's been a change of plans, said Mary Poppins. Come along, please. Don't straggle. She led them to a brisk pace down narrow, twisting streets until she stopped at the door of a small house. Rap, rap, with a parrot's head handle of. Oh, there they go down the street, don't they? Mary Poppins' umbrella. Mary's friend Bert popped open the door. How is he? Mary Poppins asked. Bert shook his head. I've never seen him as bad as this, he said, and that's the truth. Bert opened the door wide, and Mary Poppins, Jane, and Michael stepped inside. Yeah, I'm kind of curious what's going to happen on the next page, aren't you? In the center of the room stood a table set for tea. Jane and Michael looked about. They could see no one there. Yeah, I don't see anyone either, do you? Uncle Albert, you promised not to be floating around again, said Mary Poppins. She seemed to be speaking to the ceiling. Jane and Michael looked up. There in the air sat Mary Poppins' Uncle Albert, chuckling merrily. Well, I guess Mary Poppins isn't the only one of the family that can fly, is she? I know, my dear, said Uncle Albert, wiping a merry eye. But the moment I start BB, it's hee, it's all up with me. To the children he whispered, it's laughing that does it, you know. Jane and Michael were trying hard to be polite, but they couldn't help it. Soon they began to chuckle. By this time, Bert was rolling about, shaking with laughter. As they watched, he rose into the air and soon was bobbing about beside Uncle Albert. Michael's chuckle grew to a laugh. So did Jane's. Soon they were simply filled with laughter. Their feet left the floor, and they floated till their heads bumped the ceiling. Wow. I guess that laughter does lighten the situation, doesn't it? Oh boy. I must say you're a sight, a lot of you, said Mary Poppins disapprovingly, her arms folded. Speaking of sight, said Bert, it reminds me of my brother. He's got a nice, cushy job in the watch factory. In a watch factory, said Uncle Albert. What does he do? Well, Mary Poppins doesn't look too happy, does she? He stands about all day and makes faces. At that, all four of them roared so hard with laughter that they turned somersaults in the air. I found a horseshoe today, said Bert, holding his sides. You know what that means? I certainly do, said Uncle Albert. It means that some poor horse is walking around in his stocking feet. Yeah, I didn't think that joke was pretty funny. I did kind of like the guy who works at the clock factory making faces, though. Now then, Jane. Michael, it is time to go, said Mary Poppins firmly from below. Oh, please stay, begged Uncle Albert. He waved at the table on the floor. I have a splendid tea waiting for us. If you could manage to get the table to... Hmm. With a rattle and a bump, the table began to jerk. Then it rose through the air, cups and cakes and teapot and all. Oh, splendid. Thank you, my dear, said Uncle Albert. Next thing, I suppose you'll be wanting me to pour, said Mary Poppins with a sigh. And up she floated, neat as you please, without so much as a smile. The others laughed and bobbed about as Mary poured the tea. I'm having such a good time, said Uncle Albert. I wish you could stay up here all day with me. Looks like they are having a good time, don't they? Well, Jolly, we'll have to, Michael grinned. There's no way to get down. Well, to be honest, said Uncle Albert, there is a way. Just think of something sad, and down you go. But who could think of anything sad? Time to go home, Mary Poppins' voice, crisp and firm, cut sharply through the laughter. Well, I guess that would be sad when they had to go home, right? And suddenly, at that sad thought, down came Jane and Michael, Uncle Albert and Bert. Bump, bump, bump on the floor. Goodbye, said Michael. We'll be back soon. And thank you, said Jane, as they stopped outside. We all had a lovely time. Uncle Albert was sobbing as he waved goodbye. It makes me so sad to see them leave. There he is waving goodbye. Back home, Jane and Michael tried to tell their father about their adventure, but Mary Poppins just said, Children will be children, and whisked them away to the nursery. Michael and Jane looked at each other knowingly. Anyway, said Jane, kicking off a slipper, it was just a super califragilistic day. And there's Michael and Jane trying to tell their father about it, but honestly, who's going to believe them, right? We'll be soon picking up with one of my favorite stories, The Grasshopper and the Ants. I can't wait. Hey, thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe and check out my other Walmart Classic stories. Have a great day and bye-bye.